Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. A Two of Pentacles, some change coming perhaps. Maybe there is a question in our minds right now about what is the most appropriate action to take for the most progress, right? What are we meant to do right now in this moment? Oh, look at that. Oh, a lot of good energy already. Holy smokes. All right. Yeah, there is this idea of progress. How are we to go about making positive changes in our life to continue manifesting our will? What are we working on? What are we trying to do? Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to use the Smith-Waite Tarot. And this is just one card that we select randomly. We put the frog right there on top. And we're not going to look at that until the very end. All right, and hopefully that will, tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Let's take a look at the energy now. We've got major arcana for sure. 1, 2, 3. I like that. I like the angle, right? I like the kind of diagonal trinity of major arcana. We have some fire. We have some water. We have a little bit of air, and we've got a good amount of earth too. There's a lot of earth in the background, right? And then there's some earth also. Well, this is interesting. This is the position of what we don't want. I don't know why we'd have the Nine of Pentacles, why we wouldn't want that. But as we go through the cards, we'll find out why that might be. All right. Now, I want to look first at this. The Queen of Pentacles, it's in the background. It's in the position of kind of yesterday's energy, what's behind us. I think you're in this type of energy right now where you are very much looking back at your life. I feel like you're kind of, you're trying to make sense of the path that you've been on, right? If you look at this figure, they seem to be sitting there looking back at that road. It's a long and winding road. All of the decisions, all of the struggles, all of the joys and sorrows, everything that it took to get us right here where we are, right now, sitting here, having this conversation together, right, you and I. We're trying to look back at this life that we've led and find a pattern, find some meaning in it. And we're hoping that that will give us enough wisdom with Mercury magician energy, that will give us the insight that we need to then look forward, right? So we're turning this way. We're looking at the winding road back there, making sense of it. Aha, I see a pattern. Taking that this way, right? Because you don't know if that figure is looking at the past or looking at the future, right? They could be looking behind them or in front of them. We don't know. It's both. It's neither, right? So I think it's the turning point. I think that we have done this kind of already. This is kind of it's motivating us now. It's kind of the reason why we're here having this conversation together. That you've done this assessment of your history, that you've traced your path, maybe your ancestry, maybe past lives, maybe just the decisions of the last few days, I don't know. But that has brought us to here. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Princess of Pentacles. So this is like, we're now using everything we've learned, all of this wisdom here. This could be, the wisdom of our ancestors, grandparents, parents, of our decisions for the last few days, all of that kind of wisdom, right? Which it feels kind of ancestral, but it's also just the experience and wisdom that we've learned through all of our all of our experiences in life, whether you're young or old, it doesn't matter, right? It's the accumulation of knowledge and wisdom and experience. That now it's like we're young again, right? Now it's like we're ready to go and take all of that wisdom and venture into new territory, to make these positive changes to manifest the new future, or what's coming next in our lives. That's why we're going from old with the Queen, young with the Princess, right? We're now taking things in a new way. We're taking all of this wisdom and we're putting it to use right now, here in the present. We're surrounded by fire. Top and bottom, we have fire energy, the Emperor and the Nine of Wands. We're looking for this clarity. We're looking for this plan. We're looking for the expression of our will. This is what's in front of us. And in order to really put the best energy into this Mercury card, because Mercury is like that, it's like a crystal that's going to focus whatever light you put through it. Right? It's kind of, Mercury is the messenger of the gods, right? Hermes. It is the wand that transmits the energy. It's not the generator of it. It doesn't decide anything. This is just the magician that will create the illusion. Whatever you ask for, here it is. I mean, this is kind of the be careful what you wish for kind of thing. Because whatever energy you put into it, it's going to exactly translate that. So, garbage in, garbage out, that sort of thing. It just is going to transmit whatever light you put through it. Okay. So we need the Nine of Wands, we need the Emperor to shine that light. This is the light coming into this crystal so that this crystal can focus and it can bring us to the path of the Serpent, of course, but make the progress in our life that we want. So we have to understand how to make the best choices moving forward. We have to know what positive changes to make. We have to know that our actions now, how we utilize our experience, but also how we utilize our resources, the abundance that we have, the raw materials of our life now, as it is right here today in this very moment. Our very next decisions are going to affect the rest of our lives. They're going to affect where this chariot is moving, or whether it's moving at all. So the first thing we need is this strength. Nine of Wands. We need to have sun and moon connected. We need to know in our hearts what we're all about. What do we really want in life? We have to be in touch with our subtle nature, right? The moon and the sun together. With the same goal, with the same will, right? The same path. We have to be united within ourselves. This is the commitment. Our heart and our mind, our conscious and unconscious, we are one. We are unified. And that is strength. That is the willpower. And real strength, real willpower comes from every part of your being, every energy, every force within you going toward the same goal. All right. So this is everything that you're about now being projected into this Mercury energy, being transmitted into this crystal, and this crystal is what is going to drive the rest of our life. This is what is going to manifest, this is all the internal workings, and this is the projector that shines the image on the wall, right? The projector is not the film. The projector is, kind of not even the light, right? It's just the mechanism by which the film and the light, the energy, is projected out into the external world. I was going to say into the real world, but that's too metaphysical to say that. Then underneath everything, we need this Emperor energy. And this is our leadership. This is being our own authority. Deep within us, there is this boss, right? There's discipline. There is, yes, a very strong knowledge of self. This is your ability to commit and to stick with it. We have to know what to commit to. And these two together, they know what they're all about. They know what their long-term goals are. They know what their immediate goals are. They have the discipline and the will. They have the internal unity to do it. This is that perfect fire energy. This is the light and the electricity that are going to shine, that are going to allow this film, it kind of looks like a film wheel, right, on an old projector. Allow this film to be projected through this Mercury energy and projected onto the external world, out into life, into our relatively real reality, right? Because the Mercury energy, this magician energy, again, doesn't care what film is in there. It could be the worst film ever made. Could be the best. It doesn't matter. Be careful what you project into this card, because this is what's going to come out the other side. And what we see on the other side, well, this is interesting. This is interesting. First, general energy, two of swords. I think this is a decision already made, right? I think this is when we're trying to figure out what our next move is, our next several moves, right? We want to take positive action in our life right now. And this is us already knowing what that positive action is. We've done that. We've decided. We're not two. We're not split into two anymore. Now we're singular, we're strong, right? This is kind of even the decision to transcend that kind of dualism, that I have to choose that or that I have to go left or right. Maybe there's a third direction. Maybe there's a transcendent direction. This is using intuition. This is transcending the relatively real reality of dualism. That there is the projector and the project head. Yeah. So we're not so, it's almost that we've transcended the need for a choice anyway. Now we're just existing, we're being, we're doing. We are dynamic, we are motion, we are spirit. Rather than feeling like we have to kind of decide, well, what path am I going to take? What direction am I going in life? I feel like there's this certainty now where it's not so much of a debate anymore, right? And now we see in the environment the 10 of Cups. What is it time for? It's time for you to fill all of your cups. Is the first encounter with the water energy that we have, except when we were talking about the Queen of Pentacles, because that is the water of earth. There is water here. That's the kind of wisdom, the understanding, the appreciation, the depth, the spiritual connection here. Now this is kind of the wisdom that is being transmitted through this. This is kind of that's the underlying moral of the story, right? The underlying wise message of the film that we're playing. Yeah, the film looks good and it's got all the elements that we want, the action and the drama, but this is the real message behind it. And this is saying now, with the water connection, it's time for you to fulfill your life. What is it that you are really about? What is the message that you're trying to convey? What is the life that you're trying to lead? What did you learn here? Because now it's time for you to be it, to do it, to manifest it. Right? It's time for you to fulfill your destiny. But then the next card, 9. 9 of Pentacles. This is This is progress. This is gain. This is accumulating. This is receiving. Why is this in the position of what we don't want? Is there a fear or a worry about us making progress? Does somehow this idea of material success go against our kind of, our mission statement, our purpose, whatever this wisdom was? Is there somehow an incompatibility between the earth and the water that we feel like we don't, or maybe that we shouldn't want to gain, want to grow, want to make progress in this physical, relatively real reality? Because this is the card of what we don't want, but this is the card of what we need. This is the obstacle. Maybe we realize that for whatever our mission is, we need resources. We need to continue to make progress in the material world. We started with all of this earth energy. Why suddenly now are we saying, oh, I don't want the earth energy. I don't want to manifest it. I want to be in the water. Maybe we get stuck in the water a little bit. Maybe we're focused on this spiritual connection, this destiny or this purpose, that we forget the physical component of it. Right? Maybe we need to add some earth into this water, make a little bit of mud out of which that lotus can grow. That chariot energy, that Cancer energy. We need the physical progress as much as we need to kind of understand what we're all about, understand our message and our mission, understand who we are and what we're about. We have to do things in the practical world. And 9 is very much a card that's, well, in some ways it's kind of mundane. It's kind of us just taking care of our responsibilities, right? But when you mix this with this idea of fullness, with this water, with this sense of purpose and destiny, this significance here, now, rather than this just being doing the things we have to do to survive, like we have to work and pay the bills and all this kind of stuff, now this 9 of Pentacles is us living our best life. And the best life is one that is full of meaning, significance, love, spirituality, right? Compassion, appreciation, purpose. So these two together might be the key to it all. And maybe the Chariot can't really make much progress when it's just water. Maybe we need to put a little bit of earth in there so this Chariot, so the wheels have a little bit of traction, and we can make progress. Because the Chariot, I feel, is us being fully realized, traveling through time and space, not just kind of stuck in one spot, watching this film. Now the projector is gone, the film is gone. We are just pure spirit. We are living this. Now it is real. Now it's not just a story with a message. Now it is us living this life. And maybe this is us being the example now to future generations, because we have this, there's kind of this theme of the ancestry, right? I almost wonder if this is some ancestral wisdom here, something cultural, perhaps something that's just kind of past life or something that extends very, very far back, this Queen of Pentacles. And it's something that's being transmitted through you and through your life, through your family, through your activities, through your success. There's something, it's that moral of the story, right? It's that underlying message of the film that I don't know because I'm not watching the film. there's something else here. You're carrying something with you from generations and generations and generations past that is very meaningful. It's very important for it not to stop with you, but for you to continue to transmit it. Yeah. Very interesting. I'm seeing a very strong tradition here somewhere. Maybe let's look at the mystery card. Let's see if this gives any clue. Thank you, frog. Now, we are still looking for a name for that frog, so don't forget to send your ideas in. You can leave them in the comments. So for the mystery card, though, I don't know what I'm expecting, if anything, here. Let's just take a look at it. Yeah. Maybe we'll see some more earth energy, but I feel like we have enough of the earth energy. Maybe some dynamic water, maybe like a 3 of cups or a 6 of cups even would work. Let's see. It's the Lover's card. This is your patron card. The Lover's card is the card that rules the sign of Gemini. So this card is, to me, this feels like a sign. This feels like a very powerful omen that this is something very important. This is something significant that is beyond just your life. It's something that's of universal importance, or it's something that you're transmitting. Right? Maybe you are this magician, this Mercury, this crystal, right? Maybe you're the one that's transmitting this kind of ancestral knowledge, this cosmic wisdom. And your mission is greater than just the sum of its parts, right? Greater than just, it goes beyond just your life, right? It's very interesting. I think you were meant for very, very great and significant things. And this is also the card of family. This is the card of choosing destiny, right? Choosing the path that is for us, even if it's something that maybe we are kind of rejecting. Maybe it's something we don't really consciously want, but it is meant for us. It is our destiny. It is your purpose in life. You're choosing your purpose over any of the immediate needs of our ego or anything like that. Right? Very interesting card. Let's consult the I Ching. We have a little bit of time left here, so let's see what the ancient Chinese sages might have to tell us about this situation. It feels like this is an appropriate circumstance for us to consult the I Ching, so we will. I know this isn't the traditional way of casting a hexagram, but oh well. I won't tell if you won't. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The very first hexagram. Creative force. This is the hexagram of heaven, of creation, of the dynamic. This is the very first. This is source. This is spirit. This is wild. This doesn't happen. It says, from the source creating success, constancy bears fruit. It says that you are responsible for this creation, that this is the mandate from heaven, that this is your purpose, your destiny, a direct message from spirit. A direct message. And especially since we got your patron card, this Lover's card, this is very powerful. There's the text on the back, the hexagram text. It says, pure creative spirit flows through people and events, and inspiration wants to be realized and moved towards manifestation. Yes, that's what we are talking about here. This ancestral wisdom, it needs you to manifest it and continue transmitting this, continue manifesting this. And we have to decide to be the expression of this ancestral wisdom, or whatever you want to call it. Welcome its momentum and find ways to work with this vital energy. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're finding ways to work it, right? And there's the cat to confirm too. You've got all the confirmations in this reading, Gemini. Sustain a constant two-way flow between source and action. Yeah, we see action with this 2 that we were talking about to begin with, right? It was all about action. Be true to your initial intent and align your choices with this original vision to yield positive results. So align your choices, and that's what we were talking about with the 2 of Swords, right? That we were transcending this idea of there being any choice. It's not really a choice. It's a destiny. We're compelled to do this. It is our path. There's no choice involved here. How can you liberate creative energy? And what wants to be created? Yeah, what is the film? What is the underlying message, right? How can you be the best transmitter of this wisdom, right? That's wow. And you literally have all of the confirmations here. This is extraordinary. TT and I want to thank you for being here. New readings come out every day at 6 a.m. and 12 p.m. Chicago time. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of your readings. Thanks again for being here. And we are going to do an extended. So just click on the link in the corner there. Thank you so much for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.